How can a man with no public company, no political office, no clearly documented past become a close friend of presidents, billionaires, famous scientists, and even members of royalty? And how did that same man end up dead in the most guarded cell in the United States? His name was Jeffrey Epstein. And the story behind that name is considered by many to be the greatest criminal scandal involving the global elite in the 21st century. But the most disturbing part is not what we know, it's what was never explained. The public image. Jeffrey Epstein presented himself as a financier, an extremely wealthy, discreet, intelligent, and mysterious man. He attended luxurious parties, traveled on private jets, hosted influential guests in his mansions, Palm Beach, New York, New Mexico, and a private island in the Caribbean. His social circle included names that dominated headlines around the world, but no one could clearly explain how he actually made his fortune. Even so, doors opened for him. The first report, 2005. In 2005, something begins to crack this facade. Florida police receive a report from a teenage girl. She claims she was paid to give a massage at Epstein's house, but the massage was not what it seemed, and she was not the only one. The investigation reveals a pattern. Underage girls from vulnerable families recruited with simple promises of easy money. Some of them were later encouraged to bring others, a cycle that repeated, silent, organized, and extremely calculated. The Unbelievable Deal, 2008. The case grows. The evidence increases. The number of victims rises to dozens, perhaps hundreds. And then, something that no one expected. Epstein makes a secret deal with federal prosecutors, a deal that years later would be considered one of the most scandalous in American judicial history. He serves only 13 months in jail, but not under normal conditions. He left the prison 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. He slept in jail, spent the day outside. No accomplices were charged. And the most shocking of all, the victims were never informed about this agreement. The years of silence. After that, the case practically disappears from the media. Epstein returns to his life of luxury, parties, trips, meetings with powerful people, as if nothing had happened. But the victims did not forget, and years later, a newspaper decides to revisit the story. The Miami Herald bombshell, 2018. A meticulous journalistic investigation exposes the backstage details of the 2008 deal. The world discovers that the story was much bigger than it seemed. Public pressure grows rapidly, and in July 2019, Jeffrey Epstein is arrested again, this time in New York. The charges are federal: sex trafficking of minors, conspiracy, systematic exploitation, and investigators begin to map something much larger, a network that operated across several properties, including his private island, Little St. James. The cell and the night of his death. Epstein is placed in the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Manhattan, a maximum security prison. After an alleged suicide attempt, he is placed under special surveillance. And then, on August 10, 2019, he is found dead in his cell. The official cause, suicide. But the circumstances are, at the very least, disturbing. The cameras in that wing were not working. The guards fell asleep on duty. The special surveillance had been removed. Basic protocols were not followed. For many, too many coincidences. Ghislaine Maxwell, the key figure. By Epstein's side was Ghislaine Maxwell, a British socialite, daughter of a media magnate. She was the one who built bridges, who recruited, who organized meetings. In 2020, she is arrested. In 2021, sentenced to 20 years in prison. The trial officially confirms the scheme existed, it was real, and it was coordinated. The flight logs and the unanswered questions. The Lolita Express flight records become public. Well-known names appear repeatedly, but few people besides Maxwell face formal charges. Court documents continued to be released gradually to this day, and the feeling that remains is the same. The story did not end. It simply stopped in the middle. Disturbing closing. Jeffrey Epstein took many secrets to the grave. Secrets that could have revealed who else was involved, who knew, who was protected. We may never know. Because the greatest mystery of the Epstein case is not what was revealed, it's what remained in the shadows. And sometimes, silence says more than any confession.